I had a different thing planned, but I don't know. I've been seeing Ramit on Twitter lately. Plus, I just watched this video called "I Will Teach You to Be Rich in 10 Minutes." So fuck it, let's get rich. Okay, so why do I want to do this right now? Okay, since I had like a couple of different video ideas in my notes, I don't know. I feel the fire right now, and It's not like I'm going to do it in 1 minute, in 10 minutes, right? I've been thinking about this a lot. This is a video from literally 3 days ago called The Dream Life Part 1 probably. Oh, this video is not from 3 days ago. It's actually from like November. But yeah, I uploaded it 3 days ago. And I rewatched it 3 days ago as well. Then this is a video from September. So 2 months before November. And this is a video from, again, September, a couple of days before this one. After this one, sorry. And yeah, I want to talk about this. I want to define what do I mean with my rich life, which is, I don't know, which is the nice wording that this guy has, that is Ramit, I think it's Ramit Sethi. Yeah. Sorry if I mispronounced it, Ramit, in case you see this, because I'm going to retweet your tweet or something like this. Fuck it. So yeah, sorry if I mispronounced your name, in case you watch this. Then, yeah, what do I want to do it exactly right now then? Because, I don't know, I related to his example of the appetizers from a restaurant. It's like something that I hold back on these days, even though, yeah, because I don't have this kind of sense of being able to like splurge on this, right? And yeah, I liked this frame that he puts, and then I wanted to like go along and explore a little bit what he means. Then in this video, he says basically like, yeah, spend extravagantly on the thing you love and cut costs on the things you don't. And yeah, he loved like appetizers or whatever, so he spends on appetizers now and cuts back on whatever. And he loves hotels and drives a Toyota Camry. So yeah. Yeah, this is him in hotels.
I still drive a 2005 Honda Accord. That's what I call conscious.
Yeah, an Accord, sorry. So I want to start defining stuff, right? So he has this kind of list. Okay, I'm going to make myself small. He has this list here, right, of things of the categories that people rank as wanting to spend more on, right? On eating out, travel, health and wellness, convenience, experiences, freedom, relationship, generosity, and social status, and self-improvement, right? So I wanted to give some examples of the things that I would want to expend more money on. Oh, and then he gives this kind of checklist of what you should do, like the order in which you should do the stuff or something like this. Well, not sure if the order or whatever. So I'm going to be writing them in this other monitor that I have. And yeah, this is like eating out, travel, etc. And for me, eating out and travel are kind of related, but also kind of not. So I'm going to like eating. I'm not sure if I'm going to like make it them bullet points, because I'm not sure if I rank them in the same order, and then I'm going to think about the order. So eating out, I care in 2 ways. In non-travel, which is kind of exploring surroundings, right? So in here, I don't have just a limitation on money, right? I have another limitation, which is, I guess, people that surround me and all this, and like friction between people, and I don't want to like suggest places that they are not going to like. So that's also one thing that holds me back. But another thing that holds me back is money, indeed. So, and I would feel more comfortable with that, like pushing that barrier if I had money, and if I could, like, it's on me. If I could say, it's on me. Don't worry about this one. If it fails, it's on me. Sorry, guys. Right? If I could be like that, then yeah, I think I would be more forward. Let's see what happens if I ever get money. But yeah, that's my theory. So I do feel like, in a sense, it is something that is missing from my rich life or whatever, right? So exploring surroundings. So money isn't a limitation in one sense, isn't strictly the limitation in one sense, but it could help. But it could help. And it also is the limitation in other senses, right? And it is the limitation in other senses. Ordering appetizers, for example, ordering desserts and drinks. It is a limitation. Not strictly the only one, because I also, like, if I ate one hamburger and the fries and all this, like, I kind of am full, right? I don't want to like fucking eat out all the time and like get fat from this, right? But it is a limitation, and I would order like fucking onion rings for fucking €8. Holy fuck, it's like so expensive. Why the fuck are they so expensive? But I would order them if I had money, right? And then especially in other places, right? In places where it's like more expensive. Exploring surroundings plus like hanging with friends. Because with my friends I go to like regular chain restaurants and shit like that, right? So it's not like money, it's like the big holdback. And for example, when I go to McDonald's, I do order like whatever the fuck I want, because I know that the total is more or less going to be like less than 20. But if we don't go to McDonald's and we go to like Foster's or whatever, it starts to climb up really quickly, right? So it's like if I order one appetizer, it's like fucking €10 more. And it's like, holy fuck. Like I go from paying 18 to paying 28. And if I then want a dessert, it's like 36. I'm not going to spend like fucking €36 on a fucking Chinese restaurant, right? And this is like some kind of limitation that if I had unlimited money, it's like I wouldn't give a shit, right? I would just simply order it. And then if I don't want to finish it, I wouldn't finish it, or like I would share, right? And then travel. Then the next one I'm going to put travel because it has an eating out part. Eating out. I could put this one above, right here in this eating out part. I could put like below travel, but since I'm going to put travel directly, I'm going to, you get what I mean, right? So eating out. This is like not exploring surroundings, right? Like exploring other places, aka gastronomical tourism or something like this. Gastronomical tourism. I just some kind of fancy word for that. Essentially just like going to the place because you want to eat there, right? So like going to a place exclusively for the purpose of eating there. So there is like a local sense. For example, traveling inside the Spain to like restaurants. I follow a YouTube channel that I like a lot, Cesar Blue. This guy, he's a guy from Spain, and he like travels around Spain and eats at places, right? And he has decent production quality. Like it's just himself, but he like has like two or three angles. He shows the dishes well, and he's funny, right? So yeah, and I think I don't know much about food, I guess, but I trust like his criteria because of the way he explains stuff, right? It's not like too, like he says enough stuff for it to sound interesting, and he says like enough, like, and I guess not too little for me to like be like, bro, this guy doesn't know anything, right? Because there are other people whose reviews are much less I guess, colorful, right? I trust his criteria, so I would like to just go there, right? Just follow him, right? Do my version of his tour, right? Or like, yeah, move around my stuff for that. Then, aside from eating out, I'm going to put like more general travel, right? General travel. Obviously, general travel also includes the eating out part, but this is just more like, you see the difference, right? There is some kind of travel that I would like exclusively to taste stuff, right? For example, I would only go to this small village in Spain because I want to eat at this restaurant that this guy on YouTube showed, right? And I would like to be able to do that. I'm going to actually like write it. And yeah. So I'm going to put it here. I would like to, what did I just say? I would like to travel to this specific, I would like to visit this specific small town in, let's be specific, in Toledo. Toledo, for context, I live in the Comunidad de Madrid. Toledo is like the community that is the province that is like just below Madrid. Madrid is a triangle in the middle of Spain, and Toledo is like a square, well, a rectangle below. And I'm going to specify in the south of Toledo. I would like to visit this specific town in the south of Toledo because I want to eat in the restaurant Cesar showed in that video. Right? This is like one example. And then the other thing, general travel, also includes, but the thing that I want to see is no longer the the thing that I want to see is no longer just the food, right? I would like to eat food while there. For example, if I want to go to New York, like I don't just want to go to New York to eat food from New York, like to eat bagels and shit like that. But I would like to eat bagels when I'm there. But I also want to see like a lot of different buildings or see different stuff or like go to comedy shows or all these things, right? You get the vibe. General travel. Go to the places in my sitios list. I have a list of places that I want to go to. If you well, I can show it here. Boom. Yeah, I have a lot of places inside of Spain. Here in Madrid, I have a couple of places. Then, yeah, China, Cambodia, Hong Kong, Madrid. No, Madrid, sorry. Japan, I have a lot of places in Japan. I do have like some restaurants, for example, near Kyoto in Hirabun. This is a funny restaurant. But not only that, Laos. See, I want to go to this McDonald's Singapore. Yeah, you get the vibe, right? There are a lot of places there. We just got to Asia, but yeah, I have Africa. It's the place where I have the least places, but I would also like to have somewhere. Europe, I have a lot of like especially car stuff in Europe, in Germany. I have like a lot of car museums and some hotels with car views, some museums. I want to go back to Munich, and I have a lot of like buildings and car museums. Then I have like some experiences type stuff, like walk to certain mountains, and yeah, eat at certain places, or like cycle certain places, for example. Yeah, or yeah, eat certain things, right? You get it. But yeah, as you can see, it's like a big list. So for me to do all this fucking shit, it would take like, I don't know, a fuck ton of money. I could count one day. One day I could make the video of just like Excel sheet, boom, start summing shit. But yeah, go to the places in my cities list, and yeah, in general, yeah, I think live. Not sure. I'm going to put like live independently abroad or something like this, right? Something like this. Yeah, I'm going to put like as an example. Yeah, go to NYC, visit the Comedy Cellar, like watch a show in the Comedy Cellar, go to 368, for example. This is like, I'm not sure if I would actually do this, but I'm going to put check 368 out, go to Tribeca, to that street Taylor Swift talks about, Cornelia Street. Yeah, do all the touristic shit of like going to the Empire State Building or whatever, going to like Ellis Island, all the things, right? And eating bagels and dollar pizza and going to Cats. Well, I think Cats is a deli, right? So they have bagels there too. Right? I don't know. I'm not like, no, I think they have like these pastrami sandwiches, or like, I'm going to put Cats or equivalent. I'm not like moved by specifically Cats, right? That's like the iconic place, but I would like to get the alternatives, right? The cool alternatives or whatever, especially cheaper alternatives. No, but if I had money, I wouldn't look for the cheapest ones. Right? It's only the cool ones, or maybe the cheapest ones too. But right, and this is like above to enable the above thing. For example, to not be like rushed the fuck out, right? I don't want, like, if I don't want to experience like, fuck, I have to go running to the Comedy Cellar, and then fuck, I have to go running to watch the visit for this museum, and then oh fuck, I have to run to go to, right? I don't want to like check the tourist schedule, right? I don't want to do shit on a tourist schedule. I want there to be space for some fuckaroundery. Right? I want there to be some like spicy space for fuckering around. I want to be like, after the Comedy Cellar is like, if I had fun and I met someone random, right? I don't want it to be like, fuck, sorry, I have to go to sleep because tomorrow I have to, I don't know, to go visit this museum that I had reserved or something, right? No, I want to be like, fuck it, let's go to this club, or let's go to this whatever, or let's go to this other park or something, right? Oh yeah, I feel that at this time of the year the lights at X place are so beautiful. Fuck it, let's go, right? Let's go take a walk there or something like this, right? These kind of things. The kind of things that happen when you kind of live there rather than visit. right? I think the vibe, the kind of things that happen when you live, not visit. I think I got my point across, right? Then, next thing, health and wellness. I think I talked about, well, I didn't talk about it actually, I deleted it. But yeah, in this, my what do I want in life? In this one, I mentioned a little bit of it, right? These like physical goals and all these things. So, travel. Mm, health, physical goals part. I'm not going to elaborate too much because I think they haven't changed. But yeah, also things that I would add that I didn't add, I think here. Well, I'm going to pause. Yeah, I think I would. These things are things that I would add to the note before, and this could be like physiotherapy, personal trainer, a lo mejor. Essentially, someone that tells me you're on the right track or you're not on the right track or something like this, right? And yeah, and these don't have only money. In plan, money isn't the only issue, but it would help. Then other things I could add like health, so mental health, right? I'm going to like mention this and I don't know, add maybe something like therapy. And yeah. And money isn't the only issue again. Only issue, but it kinda is. It kinda is. Because the other issue is independence. Right? Having like my own time and my own space and my own things, all this. Let's going to put the other perceived issue here, because it's possible that I'm getting things wrong and missing shit. But yeah, it's independence, which is solved by money. I'm going to leave it like vague like that. Then convenience. I'm going to write it to have it written, and I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to add these things like business travel, business first class travel. I think these are nice conveniences that I like, right? It's not just the status of like, or like, yeah, or like private jets, chartering, private aviation. It's not just the status, which is low below. It's also the convenience and like the actual having more space in like the cabin and like having to being able to like go through the business controls or something like this, right? The business class TSA, right? I'm not sure if American airports are like this, but I watched the YouTube video, and like in Emirates or in these airlines have like a separate first class, business class type shit, right? And they also have like the lounges and all this. Takeout. I don't use takeout a lot. And I think maybe, I guess, Ubering or that stuff. This is maybe in American cities or something, because I don't mind public transport, but maybe I would feel unsafe in New York or something. Then, what are the next thing? Experiences. Cars. Car related experiences. So, for example, one of like this circuit driving. There are these courses of like driving techniques. Drifting, rallying. There are several of these experiences that are just really limited by money, right? It's just money. The reason I don't do them, right? If I had the money, I would do them. If I had like abundance in that sense, then ownership of cars. These are very money adjacent, but and also relatively. There is a limit aside from pure money, right? And I'm going to put motorbike license. Right, so this is kind of doing what does my rich life look like, right? A rich life for me. Oh, okay, this is something I missed in the travel part. Like doing it on a whim. Building momentum. Like traveling with momentum. These things, right? This is something that I like, or like being able to do stuff on whims, being able to like channel momentum into, right? Because this energy is like, it helps, right? Building momentum, being able, and what does this look like, right? In practice. So, for example, it's like, fuck, like my Albania tweet, my Balkan tweet. This is my Balkan tweet, right? I need to watch this Balkan coffee shop at 8 a.m. TikTok periodically in order to keep the flame of life lit within me. Banker tweet, right? And yeah, I don't know what I said. Probably in one of these tweets I say, I want to go to the Balkans or something like this, right? I wanted to, if I tweet this, like the ability to be like, fuck it. Flight to Varsovia tomorrow. Varsovia is not the Balkans. Flight to Belgrade tomorrow, 10, 11 a.m. Fuck it. Let's come back next week, like a week in Belgrade. Right? Fuck it. Flight to Belgrade tomorrow, coming back next week. Right? The ability to do that. It's not an insane amount of money, right? And then like exploiting my CTOs list, because in my CTOs list I already have Belgrade, right? When I tweeted this, I had Belgrade already. and then it lets you build momentum, right? Then you're like, oh, fuck, Belgrade. What else could there be, right? I check my CTOs list, and then, right? And the thing is that this is not strictly money limited, not strictly money limited. Like the language barrier is there as well, right? And I would like to also to one day be able to do this in a I ask Twitter something, and it comes back, and like I get answers, right? Something like this. Community limited. Ask Twitter, yo, anyone in Belgrade tomorrow? Like anyone in Belgrade who wants to to grab lunch or something, right? And I pay for their lunch, obviously, but they take me to the place that is cool for them, right? Or something like this, right? And get to meet their perspective, right? And I tell them, oh yeah, I'm here because I want to blah blah blah, right? Because I saw this tweet, so tomorrow I'm waking up at 8 a.m. and grabbing coffee there, and they maybe say, right? So tomorrow I'm grabbing coffee here because of my done tweet, and they go like, bro, how are you going? Bro, are you for real going to go to X? That's so dumb. Like, that's not even real. Or like, yeah, that's like a chain, right? That's like a chain. The real shit is in the countryside. Fuck it. I'll take you to my grandma's hometown, right? That's the type of shit that I want, right? But money, in a sense, accelerates this, right? Because if I go and I don't ask, but I meet someone random there, right? It's like, fuck, maybe these things can happen, right? These things that don't strictly happen on Twitter, but Twitter, like for me, my goal is for Twitter to accelerate this, or not to accelerate, but to build this, or to somehow get to a place where these are things that I can rely on, right? That's another aspect of my rich life. That's why they wanted to make these things, right? 5 experiences. And that's why I didn't want to order them, because, for example, relationship, to me, or maybe social status, right? These two things, this thing that I just mentioned of being able to ask someone on Twitter or something, right? These things, for me, are like, they would be either in relationship or like in social status. I don't know. I'm not sure in which category of those two they are, but for me, they are not 7 or 9. To me, I would put them like super upwards, right? It's like with the right social network, you don't even need to have money, kind of, right? I would also like to have money, right? But still. Motorbike license, back to the experiences thing, right? Then more shit that I'd like to do is like other experiences. Guns. These ones maybe travel to, or not even travel to. Here in Spain, I have like a gun range super close to my house. But here the guns are pretty boring. They're like 22 caliber shit, or I don't know, like hunting rifles and that stuff. I like the fun ones. Other licenses, plane, the PPL. I would like to one day get either the ultralight, like I think it's UPL, ultralight, the PPL private pilot license. I don't think I would reach to commercial levels, but I would like to get the private plane license, and I'm not sure. I think there are like several certifications, and probably one of them is like instrumental jet for jets or something like this. I would like to get up to that level, right? To get the jet engine license. I'm not sure if they're separate. I think they are like visual. Then it's like instruments, and instruments probably covers jets. So yeah. Instruments for like vision jet. And why? Just getting the license is fun. But the goated thing would be to fly my own vision jet. I love the Cirrus Vision. It's an actual jet that's called Vision. This is the thing I mean. Also, truck license. I would like to fill the driving license. Like, this is how our licenses look. You see that there is like motorcycle, like 3 different motorcycle licenses, truck licenses, bus licenses, car with with like trailer, truck with a trailer, big truck with a trailer, bus with a trailer, big bus with a trailer. Right? I would like to get all of them. I think there are a couple of them that don't exist anymore. Like the BTP one is no longer needed for like, that's like the last one. BTP, it's like public transport vehicles, aka like if you want to have a taxi or if you want to carry like people in an ambulance, you used to have to get these licenses, but now they are not needed. So yeah, I would like to fill up as much as I can of this, and then get like a helicopter license and a private plane license, and these things. Helicopter. The next thing. Freedom. Yeah. I don't know. I think doing all of these things requires time, right? So I guess travel too. I mainly think of this in the sense of the travel thing, right? To be able to take advantage of momentum, capitalize on curiosity, etc. I would like that kind of freedom, right? The freedom that you get when you can capitalize on curiosity. Like the freedom to capitalize on curiosity. And echelons, there are echelons. One is like travel type money. The other is like just freedom of time, right? Essentially, like even if you don't have like at least be able to like watch a lot of YouTube videos like I'm doing right now, right? Then more of them. Whoa. Relationship. The thing I commented before. The thing about a global kind of community sense. This thing of being able to say like, hey, I want to go to this place, right? Anyone here wants to grab a coffee and show me around a little bit? And do that, right? And kind of the reciprocal aspect of like them kind of trusting that the reason I'm going there, I don't know, it's kind of interesting in a way, right? And for example, if I'm going to Belgrade and to do the stupid coffee shit, right? That they find that funny and endearing or something like this. And also the other things that I would have to plan to go to Belgrade for, like the Genex building, or maybe other brutalist buildings that I like there, or like maybe I don't know, seeing Serbian shit, or I don't know, whatever, right? Renting a fucking Serbian car or something like this, like an ex-Soviet car that's there, going to like some kind of these kind of places that you can only find there, right? That they would find that interesting, and maybe like they are not the type of guy that usually goes to like see the Genex building, but since I wanted to go there, they come and they actually learn something that they didn't know before, right? Or something like this, right? Or that they find out something about that building that they hadn't noticed before because to them it's like the everyday shit, right? That kind of shit. Probably if someone comes to Madrid, they can probably teach me stuff that I don't know, right? Even if I've been here like 26 years, right? Both the thing above of and the reciprocal of they actually trusting me in the that my curiosity being fulfilled is cool in a way. In a novel, interesting, insightful way. Right? Something like this. This is fucking. This feels important. Then, generosity. Yeah, I would like to pay for people's food. Pay for people's food. That's how I see generosity, I think. I don't see generosity as like charity. I don't think if I were rich, I'm not sure if I would start like giving out money to people who are like asking for it on the street, right? But I would fucking pay for people's shit, right? I would pay for like lunch or like give more gifts maybe. maybe give my parents, even my parents, gifts, right? For example, buy some kind of expensive wine or something like this, or like buy my mom a car, an automatic car. She wants an automatic car, right? So buy her an automatic car. And also take people to new risky places without them risking their money. The thing I mentioned before, right? Coche automático para Mamu. Yeah, for example, it's my dad's birthday in 4 days, right? If I were rich, I would fucking buy him a nice bottle of wine, right? Even though I know he can afford it, I would buy one that he could not afford, right? Or that he would feel like some kind of type of sense. But now, since I live with him and I don't have any money, right? I'm not going to give him anything physical, right, or something like this, right? But if I had money, I would think of these things at least. Right? Then, social status. I don't know. A part of me likes luxury stuff, like. And yeah, private jet type things. Like, I think the private jet thing, I'm not sure how much of it is convenient or not. I would like to see how much of it is convenience, how much of it is flexing. And I think like some kind of events, right? When I think of these kind of events, I think, for example, like Formula One Monaco Grand Prix, right? These things are like, I mean, I like the cars, right? I like the fucking Formula One on a seat, but I think I would also like to go there for the kind of status of like being here or something like this, right? Or same with like Las Vegas, Miami, or like the Singapore Grand Prix. Going to the Singapore one, Marina Bay type shit. Like this is like going to the Marina Bay. In the weekend of Singapore Grand Prix has to be like some kind of like type status type shit, right? This is like fuck, bougie. It's kind of like too expensive, but it's like, yeah, I was there, like there, then, or some kind of shit like that. But I would like to do that. I usually think of it in this kind of sense, or maybe like I thought of yacht thing, but only rent. I don't want to own a yacht ever. I think I would just like maybe rent it for a while. I don't have this dream of like sailing the world or anything like this, I think, yet. Who knows when I'm old? Oh, experiences. I also would like cruises. Maybe those count as travel, but I see them more as like the experience. And the boat license. I didn't mention it before. This cruise thing is not because I don't know. I don't particularly think I would enjoy a lot of the cruise type shit, right? It's like you're surrounded by people everywhere. It's like, but I really like. I'm going to elaborate on why I like cruises, right? It's like, to me, they're like kind of marvels of humanity, right? It's like this fucking city that moves in the sea, right? To me, that's just like fucking goated as fuck, right? It's like, whoa, you're in a city that is moving, and I would like to see, right? I would like to see what makes it move, right? So not just the physical things. Of like the voting component, engine room. But also like the structure, not structure. Structure is also physical, but like business component, right? Business, human, institutional component, right? Organization, etc. Right? I watch one channel of behind the scenes in the cruise ship, right? It's this girl who works in the photo department of the cruise ship, right? And yeah, she kind of has that behind the scenes look of how the cruise things work. And that's fucking cool, right? I would like to see that. I'm not sure, and yeah, I'm not sure to what extent that is something that money can buy, but I think that the money plus curiosity combo can't fail, right? I think money, strictly money, can't buy everything. But if you have money and you are actually curious about it, you can find a way, right? It's like money will open you that door if you're actually curious. If you're actually curious about all these institutions or something, a check big enough will open you the doors. If you put like a fucking $500,000 check in front of the cruise guy, whoever the fucking cruise guy is, you can do whatever the fuck you want in that cruise. Like they will fucking open you the kitchen for you to see. They will fucking take you to every fucking room that you want to see. Right? They will do it. I know. If you are actually, like, if you can find a way. I'm sure. Then, self-improvement. I think all the licenses thing that I listed, I think all of those count. I think I would put like learning in general. And more specifically, yeah, paying for people's time, right? Paying for like the PT part, PT, well, physio, personal trainer. I don't know why I put fucking, but okay. And I guess therapy or whatever. But yeah, let's put coaching. Hand holded, like being hand holded through different kind of learnings. I would like to do that. Then, now to these things. One, like this is a different thing. This is like the checklist that you have to do or something like this.
Never have to worry about the price of coffee or dessert ever again. Let me give you some examples. Learning the basics of personal finance, automating your savings so that money is automatically being invested and saved every single month, finding a job you love, earning money on the side, and having a stable and affordable place to live. Just 5 wins. There's
right. This is the thing I missed, the fifth part. Like, am I living according to this checklist? I think I am, right? I think. I know the basics. I already... Fuck it, let's make it a checklist. Is it like this? Fuck. Okay. Boom. I already know basics of PF. I've an investing account somewhere. Okay. Automatic my savings. I stopped because I don't have income anymore, but I already had my savings automatically go to investing ac. Done. Finding a job you love. I am right now, like this whole thing is finding the job I love thing, right? In that finding a job I love process. And plus I am also creating the building blocks for side shit. And I do look at places to live and consider whether they're good for me. Okay, so let's fucking put where freedom. I'm going to put the houses freedom in freedom, right? Also experienced in a sense, but house, dream house thing. Essentially, where do I want to live and all these things. I think about this, right? And I have like, okay, in experiences, I'm going to put living in X place experience. So this is the travel part, but also it's kind of like a different way of traveling. But Bangkok, I would like to experience, or like high-rise building lifestyle. I would like to experience that lifestyle for some period of time. Miami lifestyle, or like car dependent lifestyle. So maybe high rise, maybe single family home, but car dependent. Right? I want to live some time in a place where you have to like use the car to go everywhere. I want to see what that's like, right? And yeah, and for example, I have Miami, or other places in the US, other US places, LA, New York, less New York, for example. Less, I wouldn't count New York as that, maybe, but maybe there is some kind of way to make New York car dependent. There probably is a way. I think living in a house in the countryside, I've experienced it, but maybe with my own house, right? And yeah, I have a note already for my dream house, but essentially to sum up, it's like, yeah, space to store stuff and keep it there, right? Clothes, books, props for videos, aka shit from my life, right? Shit from my life. Old toys, all that type of shit. Old tech. And inspirational stuff. For example, I like globes. I have a lot. I have plenty, but I would like, for example, big ones, big maps, this kind of thing. Globes, maps, and also car collection. Cars. Let's put collection in one sense. I'm not sure if you can able to see this. Collection and like actually I can do this, right? But also daily garage or something like that. Daily slash garage, right? If I live in a house, right? What are the 2, 3, at the most 4 cars that I would have, right? And also like tooling. So like car maintenance, building shit, and these are the things that I'm not sure if this would belong on a dream. Yeah, I see them in a house type setting, but maybe they're more adequate for like office type shit, right? If I would have to rent an office building or like a garage type shit, right? I'm not exactly sure how this would work. Like I'm not sure what parts of this I want to be house. I'm not sure what parts of this I want to be like office, or like to have a dedicated space for that. Building shit, for example, I don't know, like CNC lathes, yeah, essentially, right? That's like the extreme example, but like from drills to saws to CNC, right? Or like sewing equipment, right? Or sewing machine. Yeah, essentially a place to keep this kind of stuff, right? Whether for like radio controlled cars, glues, yeah, screwdrivers, small parts, right? To drills for like wood type shit, to like fucking sewing machines for like clothes, to like fucking, yeah, a CNC lathe to be like able to like, yeah, a 3D printer, right? To a fucking CNC lathe. And yeah, I think this is mostly it, mostly what I thought. There is probably more that I could think, but yeah, I'm going to cut it here. I have more videos about my dream life and that type of shit, so yeah, I think I probably will link the latest one here. And yeah,